I'm Brittany.
I am Ian.
I'm Liz.
I'm Mike.
I'm Eric.
I'm Grant, and we're Delta Ray.
I think more and more it's tending to come after. When we started the band, we were all living together in a house in the middle of the woods, and so there was sort of a natural osmosis of emotions and and experiences, and those led to a lot of the songs that we were writing. And I felt, I was very attuned to Brittany and Liz's lives and Eric's life, and Eric and I do the writing for the band, so it was important. And I think now that we're touring, we get a lot of that too. But because our lives are now so homogenous, we tend to spend very little time apart. I think we just write the songs and then people sort of come up and claim them. Except that if there is any song that sounds particularly witchy, I do know that that's going to end up being Brittany's.
Yeah, when we started living together, it was 2009, and we actually lived together because we wanted to start the band. So that was the reason that we all moved into the house together, and kept costs really low, and then we could tour on the weekends because we all had part-time jobs. But yeah, it was always just to start the band.
That was really thrilling. We actually, we wrote that song, came to Eric in a dream, and then he and Eric finished it sort of in the night in our shed at that big house where we all lived. So it had a very swampy southern vibe to it, and the video for it obviously was very southern and mysterious. And then that was during the time when True Blood came out, was when we started this band. So it was really cool. We were so excited about the premiere of the show, and then we would all, when we were living together, watch the episodes when they were available on HBO Go or whatever. We'd gather around and make sort of an event out of it, because we just love the mythologies, sort of the Southern American mythologies that True Blood digs up and then displays in such a cool way. So it was really thrilling. And
beyond that, I think for us it's so fun as a band. Anytime anybody repurposes a song, we also had a song. It's the same song, was in a trailer for a TV show called Southland, and it's just so cool. I mean, it sort of gives the song or whatever it is a whole new life, and something that it makes it feel like we created something that then is now a part of something bigger, which is really humbling and awesome.
Well,
I don't know if we. Yeah, let's go ahead. I mean, we've done it before. It's actually 2 takes. There's a hidden edit in there, and if you look very closely, you can probably see it. But we did shoot everything in one night, and it was harrowing. It was really tough, and all the dance and everything. I mean, it was. We were trying to capture lightning in a bottle. I feel like we got very lucky because it came out so well. Yeah, that was really the first piece of content that we ever created on our own. It was before we were signed, and we're incredibly proud of it. It's really one of our favorite things.
Well, I think when I was talking about the song "Is There Anyone Out There" and the idea of carrying the fire, it was sort of a dual sensibility. I mean, it's a challenging thing to sort of put into words, but what that song is trying to capture is that I do think everybody does have a responsibility as being a steward for their generation and for caring for the things that they want to champion, but that at the same time there's a sort of freedom to life in recognizing that you don't have control over what the next generation does with what you've given them, and you sort of have to be open to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're super excited to play here.
This is where we played our very first festival gig, and I can't remember which stage we were on, but it was way too big for us, and there were probably like 20 people out there. It was it was way early.
But it was also the hard rock stage.
Oh yeah.
Anybody who's heard our music may have been a little surprised that we were there. So no, we're really excited to be here today, and yeah, it's a beautiful 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be
Feel
back.
really lucky.